October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Local 3's Brianna McLean is in the studio with more on how domestic violence impacts Indigenous people, especially Native women. Brianna?
The U.S. Department of Justice finds that American Indian women face murder rates that are more than 10 times the national average. 4 out of 5 Native women will experience some form of violence in their lifetime. And the question is, why? Whitney Gravel, the tribal attorney for the Bay Mills Indian community, says it's due to a lack of resources, law enforcement jurisdiction, and intergenerational trauma.
Only tribes or the federal government can assert jurisdiction over crimes committed on reservation unless you're like a PL 280 state out in the West. But when you have a non-Indian perpetrator on reservation, the only person who can assert jurisdiction over that non-native is the federal government. So when you have a case of, murder, rape, stalking, or violence, the only individuals who can come in on reservation and actually assert jurisdiction is the federal government.
When a tribe reports a case related to a non-native to the federal government, Department of Justice reports show that 67% of those cases are declined. Gravel says this lack of action has long-lasting impacts on Indigenous people.
In my conversations with my family members and with other women here within Bay Mills, there is a very strong sense of helplessness. Oftentimes they wonder why I should call law enforcement if they're not able to do anything, if they're not able to prosecute those cases. How likely is the federal government to pick that up? And they really feel left alone, vulnerable, scared, and almost trapped in their current cycle of abuse without any way out because there's no opportunity for them to seek help or get protection.
On October 13th, the Bay Mills Indian community adopted a new law. It allows tribal citizens to bring forth civil claims against offenders who commit domestic or sexual acts on tribal land. To read more of my conversation with Whitney Gravel, you can visit our website, upmatters.com. Reporting in the studio, Brianna McLean, Local 3 News.